I'd recommend hiding the overlay for Discord since we're
Um.
gonna be right next to each
Oh
other.
yeah.
Go to game or like
No, it's here. You hide it. It's subscription.
appearance probably. I think it's appearance. Nope.
Nope. It's
Status. Activity status.
Where do you see that?
Down, 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 down.
Oh yeah. No, game overlay. Never. That should do it.
Oh, shoot. Yeah. Sure.
Uh.
Enough.
Well,
Hello
there we
everyone.
go. I got it.
So starting in 44. Hey. Mic check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah. Check 1, 2. We're good.
Lower yourself down a little bit so you can't pick me up at the same time.
All right. Try that now.
Check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right. Try again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good enough.
Yeah. All right. Hopefully I'm not.
Okay, now adjust through Discord real quick because
Oh
it's picking me
god.
up. So just if you want to mute me, like if you just want to like personally mute me,
Yeah. All right.
because you can hear me through the headset, right?
On. Let me just mute. I I can hear you just fine. Oh yeah.
Uh,
Um.
that's fine.
It would help
Let's
if.
just all right, how are we doing, everyone? Today it's gonna be Trine University versus Huntington University.
Just,
All right, I'm muted. No, I'm good. I'm good.
I muted myself.
Okay, there we go. Probably should have done all the troubleshooting before we started, but it's all right. Welcome everyone. Yes,
All set.
stream is a go. All right, how are we doing today, Mr. Austin?
I'm doing okay. How you doing, Chandler?
I'm not doing too bad. So to get this out of the way, I'm Chandler Hutton, freshman here at Trine University, part of the JV team. I'm going to be one of your co-casters today. I'm joined by Austin Armstrong.
Thank you. I'm currently a junior here at Trine. I'm also part of the JV team for Overwatch as well.
All right. I'm hoping we got a great day games today. Yes. We probably should have picked a better spot. Should we stop real quick and relocate? Okay.
'Cause I don't think there were issues last time.
All right.
Don't think we've picked the first map yet. It looks like the first map will be a control point.
Well, that's usually how it does go.
Hmm?
That's usually how it does go. It's going to be a 5 map structure, first 2, 3, I believe. I could be very wrong.
Yeah, it looks like first pick will be going to Trine possibly.
Yep. All right.
All right, cool.
That's great.
I wish this slid out. I
All right. So one thing to take in consideration, we do have new roster swaps coming in today. We actually have an emergency sub from Drexus. Typically, it would be their new addition, Valken, coming in on the off-tank slot, and they had to move their off-tank player Stego over to actually to DPS. So this could be a very interesting interaction. We could see a different change in synergy for today. So this could be a very possible problem for Trine University.
it's interesting to see how well the off tank is able to perform as a
Hmm.
DPS, but if they did like a lot of Roadhog, who is just a very aggressive player as is, there's some really good matchups for DPS, like Soldier or McCree, who is just really in your face and just running around the enemy.
Very, very true. I think we can definitely see some good things out of Stigo. It's just gonna be really up to Drexus to help create that tank line synergy for being coming from that JV roster, being an emergency sub today. So so it's gonna be very interesting for us
Well, I
today,
mean, generally speaking, with your boyfriend, he's a very good frontline tank, runs a
for
lot
sure.
of Reinhardt, and is very capable of just creating a lot of space himself. All Drexus really has to do is just support that Reinhardt and make sure they just don't get surrounded and
For
cut
sure.
off.
Yeah, of course. But do you think that there's gonna be a possibility to where they might be facing a struggle of flexibility when Huntington might want to take it to a very dive-centric map? Do you think I think that could be a very possibility, a very big
It
possibility, because we don't
could.
know what this team runs.
You're right, we don't. Um, well, we do know for one fact that Ninja generally will always run a Junkrat if they can. And the
Mhm.
Junkrat is pretty good, and Junkrat themselves can hold a point like no one else.
Yes, in these levels of the game, when we look at the higher levels of the game, it's definitely harder to make Junkrat work. You hardly see it at that higher level ranked, and even less so when you get to the pro level. Obviously, yeah, that's a whole different tier of the game compared to what we have here, but it's something to think about. When we're in an organized environment, it's definitely easier to focus down somebody who's at a range disadvantage.
It is, but also at the same time, Junkrat can get to a lot of interesting corners on maps that, unless you're able to fly or do a super jump, you will not be able to touch him.
Very
And
true.
from last week, we saw that from ONU, their Junkrat got a five-man tire and then hunted down the surviving member of Trine and got a team kill by himself.
That's very true. That was a very cool moment, and all I know for sure is that we're gonna have a really good game today. I'm really excited to see how these teams play, and it's
Okay,
gonna be a fantastic time.
Ilios here. This is, as I said before about that Roadhog, this is a Roadhog map, and this is
Yeah,
a Lucio map.
we are going to Ilios today, so I think this is definitely gonna play into that rush style. Koth is always really good for the rush style of compositions, and we'll definitely see a lot of that. We'll see how Drexus and that new synergy between Drexus and your boyfriend really go together. And then obviously you always have that solid backline with your girlfriend and Soren. Always a really solid backline, really good flex support,
Oh yeah,
and is mechanically really gifted.
yeah. With Soren, we usually always see the Baptiste coming out of them, and the Baptiste generates the ult extremely efficiently. Will always be popping. If there's an enemy Baptiste, they will always have their wall up first before the other one
For
does.
sure. Yeah, that is the goal. Usually you want to be proactive with your ults, and you're really wanting to go in.
And I think like all those support ults, Baptiste ult is probably one of the best for zoning, just because if you don't respect that wall, there's a good chance you're going to get slammed by it.
All right, now we're just waiting for the teams to square off and get ready to go, and it's going to be a good match today. I really hope to see some
This
high
is
quality Overwatch.
this is going to be fun. I just can't wait
So
to see that well come into action. Just people get thrown into it.
yeah, there's a good possibility we could see some environmental kills. There's a lot of potential on a lot of the Ilios maps, on Ruins, on Well, and even on the Lighthouse. You
Yeah,
can see
I would say
environmental
Lighthouse
also.
and Well more so than the Ruins, just because.
Yeah, it depends on where the fights take place, obviously.
Yeah, but again, if you're fighting on that very outer edge on Ruins, the team that's going to be engaging in that fight is going to be a big disadvantage. Because again, if you have like an Orisa, that pull is going to be a nightmare. That Lucio gets behind you, you
Yeah,
say goodbye.
true, very true. I can really want to see what kind of compositions we roll out with. There's a possibility. Lately, if you've been watching the Overwatch League, you see a lot of the Tracer Sombra DPS lines. So that's something we could possibly see today.
Interesting. I think I'm gonna make a call for the support. I think both teams will start Lucio out in the
Yeah,
beginning,
good
especially if it's
proceed.
the well map. It's important that you get to that point first and you hold it.
Yeah, for sure. We'll mostly be seeing a lot of Lucio Baptiste, Lucio Moira compositions on the back line today, and then we'll probably see that Ryan mirror, because your boyfriend's Ryan. Like, that's something you just gotta take a look at. It's something you cannot ignore.
Yeah, it'd be pretty stupid to let the enemy have their own Ryan and not try to mirror it just because.
It really depends. Like if you see here, obviously they won't lay like their monkey and peanut butters. They could be a really good dive team, and if you play dive the right way, you just really take out that back line. There's not much for
Yeah,
that rush to go.
that is true because I've dealt with playing with a Winston who just appeared behind you like there's no one here to help me. I'm going to be going back to spawn soon.
For sure. It looks like we might actually go into Lijiang, possibly. I don't know.
Li Zhang, okay. that's a totally different change-up than what it is on Ilios.
For sure.
There's really only one map for Lijiang that has the environmental hazard, and that's the it's not Night Market. It's the
The control center.
yeah, control center. That's it. Again, that's another good map for a Roadhog. It's he can just hook you from across that little gap and just bring you
Yeah.
right to him.
I don't think we'll see much deviation from the Rhine Diva compositions. Those are just way too strong. You lose too much while running that Roadhog, honestly.
Yeah.
Like if these teams want to run what's best for them, I think running because I didn't know Drexus has a really good diva. So if they run that Rhine Diva composition, that's going to be really in their favor.
Yeah, Ryan Diva is good just because Ryan has that big shield like a lot of people can hide behind, and then Diva can just eat a lot of that incoming fire and help just keep that pressure off the Ryan shield.
Now arriving at Lijiang Tower. Initiating match.
Alright, so, yeah, this first map is Night Market, looks like.
Yeah, for sure.
So, okay,
They're definitely if they're going to be running the Rhine the sim comps,
yeah,
they're definitely running right to that window.
yeah, so, yeah, there's some interesting, both teams would have to run a sim comp here. It should be whoever just gets there just that hair of a second sooner is going to be putting
Having
them at
that
the
point
advantage.
control. Having that point control is very crucial. So we're going to definitely see how he's going to run. We're going to see the Rhine one side, and we're going to see the ball hog and ball out of the Huntington University. They might just be trolling. They might change it up at the later seconds, but right now.
Doofus Samba, that's, oh, hack and punch combo. That's, ooh.
Really disabling some of the tanks so their goal if they really are going to run this comp, it looks like they just might. They're going to want to bully that Reinhardt, and they're going to want to really make the front line
Yeah.
a very bad time for them. So they're going to play fast. They're going to really have them come in with the pile driver from the ball.
Doom and Ball here, they're almost already on point before they could.
Yep,
Wow.
they go right to point. Okay. Just like that. That's that one punch. That's like that one hit kill potential with Doofus.
Two good Symmetric turrets already up. Now it's in Immortal Field from Baptiste. Trine looks like they are.
They're going to stabilize and they're going to take this fight here. They just got to.
Oh, that was close. The Sombra almost got the Baptiste. That was close. They
The
are.
Soren,
Wow.
Soren is a that you cannot take like lightly.
Yeah.
Their mechanical prowess is just something you got to take seriously and you got to respect.
Yeah, that. Doofus is looking for something. I don't know what they were looking for, but they end up getting. Alright. I'll let you do it.
Alright, so what we see here is that we're going to really have a good fight here. They're going to want to set up in this choke. Hop on board with your boyfriend. Who's going to really take advantage here and really play aggressively.
Yeah, he's a little too pushed up now. He needs to back up.
Oh, he's doing just fine. He's got his supports right there. He had the wall, like he had window and everything. He's doing really good.
But the issue is that all the supports are that good there. If that team managed to force those supports behind that wall, they no longer have a line of sight on him, which means he can't get healed.
Alright.
Again, like I said, here's the jump out, as always.
Prozac really getting the res off. Really good on their end.
That's really good. He knows they don't have Valkyrie ready too. Prozac is really good at turning the fire.
On the flank is going to go for big slam. And that might be mines right there.
No mine.
No, top mines, alright. He's going to. Let's go to good flank there. Good grab coming out from Drexus. And yeah, the clean fight from Trine University.
So that was a Grav and a Symmetric wall and a Baptiste wall out of Trine. I mean, look, Soren already has his wall.
Current coming up on the wall.
He used it what, maybe less than a minute ago?
Yeah,
And
he
he
has.
already has it.
Just the mechanical prowess from this prodigy. He's just insane. Wall coming out, mines coming out as well. He made some out for here.
He's only used the Immortal Field so far. He didn't use it that much.
Oh yeah, he doesn't. Yeah, you only want to save it for when you absolutely have to, because it's such a key cooldown. It's on a pretty long
And
cooldown.
if you look here, they've actually completely switched off the Sombra Doofus, and they've now mirrored the Junkrat.
And that's objective complete right there. Good job from Trine University on the first round. We're gonna have to see some adaptations. Obviously, they made the adaptation to the Rhine Sigma comp, which obviously gives that Rhine a little more survivability.
Yeah.
And so we're gonna have to see more adaptations come out from Huntington and really see what they can do this next round.
Did Ninja even get a chance to pop his retire that last go at all? Or did he hold it the entire time?
I have no clue, personally.
Alright, let's see. Looks like Trine's still gonna be running the Symmetra with Stego, which That's not a bad pick if he was an off tank for him to go Symmetra. Symmetra has a lot of flexibility in the way that she can fight.
Yeah,
And
for sure.
that way he's not having up in the person's face like with a McCree or with a soldier.
But now, but we've seen Stego play DPS in the past, so this is not uncomfortable territory for him. And we just gotta
Right.
take into account to where how these teams play with
Let's
the.
see. Looks like they'll be taking the high ground near that server room. And Huntington just walked past them. That's a Pharaoh.
Yep, it's, yeah, the last time you see this release is like.
They don't have. They don't have.
Yeah.
Trying to have his game. They cannot contest that Pharaoh at all.
I mean, you have Soren still. Like you have Soren.
Right.
That's about it. That's it's not much.
More concerned. He's trying to keep his team alive from that Pharaoh.
Absolutely, but you see right here that he just takes it like no problem. We'll see out of now that they have control of the point, it's going to be even harder for that bar to really get value. Now that they have control over all the entrances.
I am absolutely surprised they're able to push that far out so easily.
I mean, that just might have been a miscommunication between that bar and that Mercy.
Yeah, they're just getting past this point. At this point, they probably should try to split their team up and take that other side and try to flank Trine.
Yeah, for sure.
Because trying to get to that point when they have a like Junkrat is like a nightmare. Yeah, it's that
Now
Trine.
that's a push coming in from Trine University.
That was a
Really big pin. And they follow up on the kill on Mercy. Now, yeah, that's fight right there. They lose 2, and they just clean up from here.
yeah.
Now they have to disengage here. They just have to really pull out because they did lose some people, so they really have to focus on that point control.
If you look now, the Huntington's Fairy does have her ult up, so that's a good high turning one.
Could pop the Valkyrie, could get that AoE heal or AoE damage boost, and then really pop that Valkyrie. Pop the
Ooh, that's a good preemptive wall from this match. I'm trying to.
stuff from Ninja, getting that kill onto that far. You don't really see the kills from the Junkrat coming out there, but when you have that close in quarters, there's a lot more
the
counts.
mines, it just takes 2 mines if they're not pocketed, and that Pharaoh's gone. Here comes a big whip tire, possibly. Whip tire finds nothing, unfortunately.
Yeah, but there's just
That's a grab on the Zarya.
there's just other things to help secure the fight. We're on last fight territory here. Pop the window really. Ooh, I would not have considered that.
No, that's a good place to put the window. They have nowhere to go to get away from
But like they're not actively in a fight though, so it's just kind of like thrown away.
It's a zone. They can't push out of the spawn. If they do, they're going to get hammered.
Coming up on 92%, we're gonna see what the Huntington can do to help test this last
That's
thing.
it. There's Pharaoh.
They touch in time. They don't touch.
Wow.
Good first win from Trine University. First map going to them. Really good play out of them. They really understand that they're rush, and they understand how to play that rush composition. Really good stuff from them.
Play of the game.
All right, now it's gonna be up to Huntington University, I believe, on their map pick.
And I just want to note for that last game what we know is coming out of Trine, especially from Ninja. Usually from the past 2 games he's played, he generates his tire pretty quick. Both these games he seemed to be just struggling just a tiny bit to generate that rip tire. Which I don't know if it's simply because he's just playing a more of a passive role than how aggressive he's been in the past.
For sure. Looks like we're gonna be going to Hollywood for our next map. But one thing to really take in consideration is like how is Huntington University gonna take this data that they got, this last map, how are they going to adapt? Because if I were Huntington here, I would want to pick up a couple hit scan, some launch range, some like Hanzo, to really help shut down that Junkrat if they want to keep running it.
That'd be good, yeah, because definitely the best way to punish Junkrat, make sure he can't get you with his mines or with his grenades. And then he's almost useless against like a Hanzo or maybe like a longer range player who does like
Hands.
Soldier.
Yep, Soldier, your Ash.
Ash
But
would be
honestly,
good.
but we're definitely going to see some interesting things come out of them. Michael, really interesting on the Mercy, like able to generate the Valkyrie pretty fast. Didn't see it many times, but we'll see if they keep running that Mercy pocket.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting for Hollywood because Hollywood there's a lot of different ways you can
That
go with it.
vitality on second point is going to be very crucial for how they defend. It's going to be Trine on defense first, I believe. So we're going to really have to see how it goes.
Trine will more than likely probably do a double shield combo, probably an Orisa and a Reinhardt if I had to guess. Maybe Orisa Sigma.
Yeah, I don't. Also, we've seen them use a lot of that pub style comps. So you see that Hog, you see that Sigma coming out. So you could definitely see that coming from them. We'll just have to see when we get in the game.
Hog Sigma. that would be interesting if Stego was still on the
Yes.
main off-tank role. With it not
Uh,
being, we might not see that Hog come out this time.
Historically, from what I remember, I think Drexus is actually relatively comfortable on the Roadhog, so that might be something they still go for if they feel up to it.
I could stand corrected. Let's just see if that Roadhog does make an appearance or not.
Yep. We'll just see what we get in the game. But other than that, we have a really good game on our hands. It was pretty dominant from Trine on control, but we'll see if that changes up in this next map.
It can change, especially with that second point where there's so much high ground that it's almost impossible to cover all of it. In the Old West part here of Hollywood.
Yeah.
Yeah. It would be really interesting too, because again, here on this map, Roadhog has a few unique advantages. Because Roadhog is one of the few tanks, I actually think he's the only tank that has a self-heal.
Well, if you really look at it, like, you could look at the adaptive shields and the kinetic grasp as a way of their like self-coverage. That's not exactly HP heal like you see from Hog. Yeah, he's the only true HP heal, but you still have
Well, it's
very
it's HP heal and a damage
Ready
reduction.
for battle.
So it makes him even harder to kill at that. He's just like Orisa. He has a very good way to pull the enemy team completely out of position. With a good hook to like on a squish and you pull them right in front of you. There's a very good chance that person will not be getting away from you.
For sure.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
Alright, so we have our team compositions. This is wow. I
mean,
was
it's
not
standard.
I was not expecting a 2v1.
I mean, Stego's pretty flexible, being that flex DPS role.
No, 2v1
I-
there's a couple places you can put his turret and make it almost impossible for you to hit it. That turret will see you every time.
The primary function of the turn in this case is just to watch those flanks just in case, because you don't know what they're gonna run.
I mean, you know the joke. 2v1 turret is the best player in the game.
Defend objective A.
Alright, interesting. Coming in through the right here, not just going down main.
Oh, that's okay.
They really just wanted to reduce the LOS because they expected a more forward hold from Trine University.
Yeah, they're trying to play a more defensive style.
Be on the high ground there. They may, yeah, interesting stuff coming out. Good
Wow.
punish by Vex onto that teleport, just pumping in the micro missiles, understanding that they were all
Oh
gonna
yeah,
be
that
pumped
was a really good pickoff, like especially getting the mercy and limiting Huntington's ability to res. Oh, their mercy is still up.
And just like that, it's a good fight from Trine University, very good first defense, and they're just gonna try to keep stunning them down. They understood where that TP was coming from, they called the wall, they just really collapsed on it when they were...
I didn't even notice that TP that went up until I saw the kill feed from Drex's
Yep.
stand.
Well, they walled up here and they put the TP on top so they could get a higher verticality and come down to here.
Oh, that was a good play. Like you had to
Good
give
set
him, you
play.
had to give him credit for that.
Very good read. Yes, very good set play, but it was even better read from Trine University. Drexus really coming in clutch on that first debut.
Alright. Yeah, overall that was a pretty good fight. Trine's not getting up that high ground, which is important. Not to lose that high ground at all. Alright.
Hop it in with your boyfriend here. Let's see if Alex can handle this pressure. Takes down.
Has no issue. Fortunately, misses that pin on that Zarya though.
Yeah.
And now he's away from his support, so he needs to get that mega if he wants to survive there. That Lucio's still alive. Oh my gosh. Probably.
Really good from this defense. 2 minutes left on the clock. They're gonna really try to rep. They're coming up on good old cycle. They're coming up on about 5 volts. They really want to use this Bob to start the fight, try to deter the rest of the team.
That'd be good. There's a good chance that for Huntington, they'll engage this fight with a beat drop from Lucio. Just to give them that extra survivability to push into that point. That's an early Valkyrie out of your girlfriend. A wall, yeah, that wall might be enough to stop them. At least stop this first attack.
Wall. They don't respect that wall, and Ninja coming in with those picks.
Huntington has 4 ults ready to go.
Let's see how this Bob comes out. I'm really interested to see how this Bob comes into play. And see how
They might hold it to the very last minute and not use it to engage, but use it as a cleanup or as a push off.
for sure.
Because really,
Keep one out. Let's see how they rotate here.
yep, double turret. Ooh, that was smart. This is the put the turrets preemptively up there. Oh, that's. Oh, that would have been good if they could have taken out that Rhine shield.
Yep, that's their deep out of the game. Like that's.
That. There's. Oh, here we go.
Deep range.
That wall from the Huntington Symmetra was just a little too far back. It wasn't quite on the point.
Yeah, you really want to use that ultimate to really split the point in half.
But it looks like
Oh, it
they're
goes
going
good
to
fight.
they're, they're going to take it. They Trine won't be able to recontest it at this point.
And now we have the card opening up. They're gonna want to
Let's
have to
see.
deal with this high ground fast. We're gonna have high
Yeah,
ground control.
they already have it, which
It's,
is.
it's so crucial. You can't just like not. Have
But
with this Ash pocket, with the Mercy pocket, you just need his high ground control so you can just pelt in those.
Yeah.
shots. The damage boosted dynamites are the key to really building up that pop ultimate so that you can really have that proactive fight. They have to have a proactive shatter right here.
that was a good flame core. Just puts that molten iron right on the card. They cannot touch it now.
Big shatter coming in from your boyfriend, taking out the front line here.
Yeah.
Just like that. They clean up the fight.
Is that Mercy gonna get out of there? Nope, they don't. They can hunt down with the Torbjorn. Alright, so yeah, they've managed to completely push him off the point. Looks like Huntington has now changed from the Symmetra now to a Reaper. A lot better matchup for this map. With it being such close proximity for the second area, a Death Blossom. A Death Blossom is huge, and the
So
only
they might be switching over. They have the Honor Mercy comp with the May Reaper, so it's definitely going to be wanting to pressure that front line even more. This is going to be a bigger task for your boyfriend to really take on.
Yeah, especially if that Reaper gets nanoed as he has Death Blossom up, that shield's not going to last long. His only chance will be trying to pin that Reaper.
More in here. Big pick onto the mid on Michael.
Yeah, that Mercy's getting shut down pretty quickly, which is really good for Trine, not so much for Huntington. That's.
Yeah,
Did that hammer get anything? No. That was an Earth Shatter out of Huntington's Reinhardt, but they did not get anything out of that.
You just see it here. Soren being the backbone of this team, really coming in with those heals and really playing strong.
Okay, look, he used his ult about 30 seconds ago. He already has almost a halfway. That is insane ult generation.
Absolutely crazy. And he just keeps pushing that pressure on that front line. When that Ryan wants to go for that fire strike, he just pelts bullets into his head. No,
which
unrelenting pressure coming out.
Again, best way to punish him is when he's charging with his fire strike. That shield's down, and he's got a big old head you can hit.
For sure. Reaper TP coming in from the top. Let's see what he can do.
Oh, he doesn't have nano. He does not have Death Blossom yet. Oh.
Bomb coming in from Drex.
Nothing.
Zarya low. No, gets Zarya really low, and that allows that kill.
You're right. Oh, that's. Your boyfriend. Yeah, your boyfriend's gone there. How did the Diva not get caught up in the Blizzard?
Alright, down 2 from Trine University. They're going to want to back up here. They cannot play up here.
Yeah, look. That Anna's holding their nano. They're holding it. They haven't used it yet. They're probably holding it for the Reaper.
Let's see how this, Redox.
Oh, ooh.
Big 8 onto the grab. But no follow-up on that anti. They had a super.
No. They had what, 2 or 3 of trying antied with that, especially with your boyfriend.
And for 2.
Your boyfriend's is antied again. He slept.
And he's just
wow.
doesn't go. Ninja coming in clutch with the dynamite.
Oh.
Really pelting them down. And that's just like that very first point, second point hold defense from Trine University. That's gonna be hard to defend. Like if they come out strong on this first point.
Yeah, that's.
It's coming down to Trine really understanding their win conditions and having a good ult cycle.
Yeah, they do. Because again, one of the quickest ults getting up is that window. That window again, it's either great for zoning, or just dumping on damage to that Reinhardt shield and breaking it quickly. And then then Huntington's left pretty much defenseless of that Reinhardt shield.
All right, let's see what we can come out with on this.
I'm gonna say they're gonna bring a Junkrat out here for Trine for one of the DPS.
They could. It's very much.
They could do Junkrat Symmetra. Try to do that Symmetra strat as well.
I think the Symmetra May would be a good pick here for them.
Let's see what each team decides to pick.
Ready for battle.
All right, let's just wait a little bit. We don't know if this is gonna be a really good pick for them.
That's fair. But just look at what we have right now.
But we do have the Torb and Junkrat coming out from Huntington University. On their end.
I think Huntington didn't like fighting against that Torbjorn, so they're hoping that Trine will also not like fighting against that Torbjorn.
For sure, it's going to be a very interesting matchup. Just having that watch if they do run the Pharah, that turret is going to be even further problem for them.
For Trine or for Huntington?
for Trine.
You're right. That turret. Oh, that's a good counter. A decent counter fair. That turret will just lock on her.
Counter is just one more problem for them to deal with, but they can really pelt in the damage. Alright, so it's gonna be the Ashe and the Pharah coming out from Trine University.
Let's see. Where's that turret? Where's that Torbjorn turret?
It's probably gonna be on the back
Yep.
layers.
And that's
There.
gone.
That-
Wow. Stego's like, no, that turret needs to go away now. They're just.
Right.
Yeah.
They're like crazy. Great dynamite. Like almost the whole team on fire from.
But are they going to get anything from that?
Yeah, they're cracking open his defense really quick. It's gonna.
They're
it's
cracking, but they're still holding. Right now, Trine's looking the worst for HP.
That's Prozac going down from Drex.
Oh,
Big pick.
ooh.
This guy on the Diva is something you
Look,
cannot
we
mess
we already have a wall. That wall is leagues ahead of anyone else's ult charge, ready to go. There's the roll.
Let's hop in with Soren and see. Just watch him melt. This kid is insane.
Just don't forget, that wall not only amplifies damage, it also amplifies healing. Meaning now, his healing is even more effective than it was before. With an already crazy effective healer as Soren. It's insane.
Mechanically gifted kid.
And
What
look,
an awesome-
look here. Your boyfriend has already pushed up past the point, trying to stop them from contesting. He's already making space for his team.
He's playing like crazy.
This is one advantage that Reinhardt can do. He can be so aggressive, and it can be pretty hard to punish him at times.
Are here? Get the Riz off. Let's see how this barrage comes into effect. See when they.
No one from Trine's pushing the objective. Look, that cart wasn't being pushed for a good 20 seconds.
On the trash mode, they wanted to win. They want to secure this team fight first because you see how they don't have very far to go. They want to secure this team fight, have a clean win on this objective.
Yeah, I get what I mean, but at that point, already had Huntington pushed back so far. They should just kept moving it. I mean, yeah, it doesn't matter. They took it.
Another clean map from Trine University. They just understand their win conditions here. Like they just understand that they're Soren.
Yeah.
That's better.
Yeah,
They have a better fight for
if
their end.
Huntington really wants to take some of these maps, they need to lock down Soren. They need to have him basically return to spawn the second he shows his face. Or if they're going to try to take out a Trine player, they need to lock them down so Soren can't heal them and can't get that ult charge.
But do you
off
think they
them.
should put the zombie comp a way to really lock them down better with the dive tanks?
Yeah, honestly, because if they don't take out that Baptiste, he's just going to heal them so rapidly, and that immortality field is huge. That can stop someone from dying when you should have got a clean kill off of them.
I mean, yeah, if you just look back, it's just Soren coming in clutch again and again with those fast heals and that ultimate. The wall itself can change the entire course of a fight. And just being able to have that reliability on your back line, it just makes a difference. This kid's actually absolutely insane for being his debut season.
Yeah, I just think like the two biggest backbones for Trine is definitely your boyfriend with Reinhardt. Because again, at that second point, he just immediately, without hesitation, pushed up and was just like, "Hi, this is my space now."
Yeah, for sure. I think it's really that veteran presence coming in from your boyfriend, really understanding what he has to do to help corral that team and really gel them together. That and from Stego as well. Those two are the backbone of this team, understanding the two captains, having that veteran presence.
Again, don't stop that Soren with his ability just to pop those walls off like they're almost nothing.
Absolutely insane. We're gonna see what we go into next for next map. Hopefully we can get some good stuff going on.
So far we've done one control point map and we've done a hybrid. Next should be
Going to escort next.
escort. Yeah, I'm so used to calling it assault from other video games.
Looks like it's going to be Junkertown today. So we're definitely gonna be wanting to use those long sight lines. We might see the Ashe come out again from Ninja. Absolute masterclass.
Yeah.
From Ninja.
Yeah, I would say the two escort maps like Junkertown and Havana. That's just a war of snipers, long range, long lines of sight.
For sure.
Which ends up actually putting your boyfriend at a small disadvantage, because since those lines of sight are so long and the time to engage is so long, Huntington can just throw damage downrange and just break that shield before the fight really starts.
This might be where we see the pub comp come into equation. We might see that hog, that's Sigma, really come into play here.
Initiating match.
All right, we're gonna see some interesting things come out today. We'll see what comps they run here in just a few.
I'm trying to think of some really strong comps here. Hanzo is pretty strong on this map.
Yeah, you want to see that Hanzo Tracer coming into play, but I don't know if we'll see that from them.
Ready
We get the
for
Widowmaker and we get the Soldier 76 coming out.
Okay, Symmetra, that's interesting.
Well, we don't know for sure. They could change things up here.
They could, but they're starting off with the Symmetra. I'm wondering what they're thinking of using the Symmetra for here.
attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
Again,
Like I said, War of the Snipers, there's a Widowmaker.
Yep, and it's the pub comp as well coming out from Trine University. Playing that Hog, playing that Sigma.
And we got the classic Lucio for your girlfriend.
Yep. Like, even though, yeah, me
Oh,
and
Sorin has changed from Baptiste to now,
the Zen
oh.
Mercy comp, right?
wow. Okay, this is really interesting.
It's going to be that pocket onto Ninja at least to start. We're going to see if Ninja can really do something here.
Why is Deco so low to be before the match even starts? Oh. Ooh. That could have been bad if they would got that headshot.
DP coming out.
Oh.
See how Kobe adapts to this. Really takes it out early. Really want to.
That was close from that McCree.
Drex is coming in clutch again and again. This guy is absolutely insane.
Said Roadhog is a very.
They do get the pick onto the Zen though. Res onto the Zen.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Mercy is down.
Because Zen's really important for this comp. Because if he can hook the person who's discorded, they're gone.
Yeah, they're melting.
Huntington's just pushing this point. Trine's not. Okay, there we go. There's the stop.
Yep. Really good first hold.
Oh, that. Yeah, that Sigma did not stand a chance.
Good stuff from this team. Soren running the awesome Zen skin here.
I doesn't find anything with that big charge shot there. But again, the big money maker from Zen is that Discord orb. You put on a target and you just take them down.
I mean, the volley can just get those key pickoffs and make them wait even longer.
Ah.
You have no harm doing that there.
Huntington's still using the Symmetra. That's.
They really believe in it. They really think that Ginger can get them in a good position and they can really catch somebody off guard here. Good pick.
Oh.
Drex. This guy is just.
Oh, that was unfortunate. We didn't see it, but Drex popped his ult and it was shut down. But he's rezzed by the Mercy. That's all that matters. He's still in the game.
They really split up here. They really like having the Hog and the Soldier on this right side.
It's a good combo. Hog hooks him, Soldier finishes off whatever left.
For sure. Alright, Valkyrie coming out from your girlfriend.
That's not Valkyrie. That is a Battle Mercy. They're going in to fight. Keeping Drex alive.
Going in for the
And
res.
there's a good res too.
Very, very aggressive res, but it paid off.
So far, has Trine had anybody walk back from spawn yet?
Yes, they've seen. Oh no, I think it's all been clean slate for them.
I think your girlfriend has come in clutch every time with the res to keep the team up.
For sure. They're just not getting picks fast enough. You see Ginger going onto the junk right now. They're running the junk and the McCree. So they really want to get that burst damage on.
Yeah.
You don't really have much burst healing coming in from Trine, so this is their answer.
Which means, McCree with the flashbang will be able to quickly pick him off. The junk wagon, high burst damage, high effect. There is a wall coming out of Huntington, possibly soon, and a Sigma ult. Sigma ult is really good for catching someone off guard and just taking them out.
Alright, let's see what Trash Bro can really do.
Ooh, Soren's playing a risky game up there at the top left by himself.
He is
Oh.
Rock missing.
Oh. Yep. Oh,
They
they need to take out that soldier. Can that Sig do it? He's not using his hands for the visor.
And your boyfriend just coming in clutch again.
That was probably a small mistake from that Sigma, is not popping that hands for that soldier visor and just eat it up.
We're coming up on, we have the trans up for Trine University. We're gonna definitely want
Oh.
to save
For the last fight.
for the flux. Because they have to use that flux here.
They probably use the flux and the window. They don't have much of a choice.
Final fight territory here. Let's see what Huntington University can pull off. Hopefully they can come up with some magic.
Oh.
Hog just breaks. Like the hook just breaks.
Oh, so he did hook the Reaper.
Yeah, the hook just broke around the corner.
They changed. What was that Junkrat's ultimate percentage at when they switched to the Reaper?
I don't remember.
Oh, that Reaper.
Just like that. That's gone.
Yeah. And Staggo gets revived by the Mercy. With a whole hog coming in, try to push him off the point. Again, probably one of the best ults just to throw people off the point and run that timer down.
Yeah.
Oh, high noon.
Keep falling down. Couple picks maybe coming in. No.
Oh,
just
no,
sick.
no.
That's shutting them down.
Your boyfriend's like, nah, this is it.
Round 1 complete.
It was a good attempt at that high noon the last second, just try to get as many as they could off.
That's a strong full hold. It's gonna be a little further, so they're gonna be pretty much a little closer to the door from that first fight that they had. But it's still
But
really good.
with
full
what we've
hold.
seen so far out of Trine,
Initiating
it might not be too much of an issue for them for this fight. Because right around there is where you are currently.
Yeah, but I think the golden box.
No, the golden box will be back there. Because it was pushed pretty close to the end of the first point. Let's see what each team decides to run for the two different comps. I think what I ended up putting on Huntington in the beginning was them just staying on that symmetric.
Alright, so yeah, we do have the golden box here. They basically have to get a full capture.
Yeah,
attackers in
Huntington really, really loves the Symmetra.
For sure. They just really believe, like, they have so many set plays you saw from Hollywood that they have a couple set plays in place that they really want to try.
Alright, try and set up. Oh, okay. Drex for a second there was on the Reinhardt. I'm like, this is going to be interesting. They're running
Nope.
a Doom Ninja. Yeah, double bubble.
With the tracer.
The Tracer and Doomfist. That Doomfist will get the bubble from Zarya just to go in to give her charge.
Yep. Or you can, yeah, either you have two bubble targets primarily that you can have when you go in, either to your boyfriend or to Stego for that big engage. Let's see how they really want to crack down on this defense.
Huntington needs to split a little bit. They need to take more angles on Trine and not let them take so much ground on them.
Yeah, they're giving them so much card space.
Your boyfriend is looking to jump in there. He wants. Yeah, there he goes. Is he going to get punished for it? He manages to get out from that.
It was a soft engage, so having soft engages like that gives you that opportunity to.
But that McCree was there. That McCree should have been able to flash him and take him.
And it's coming out from Soren.
Oh, yeah, that's two gone out of Huntington. One of their tanks, too, and their Mercy. That's going to hurt them bad.
But Huntington answering back with triple picks. This could be.
Those
Yep.
Symmetra turrets are in a cheeky little corner right there.
My barrier's down.
Yep. Like I said, that almost took Ninja. But the turrets are gone.
It's looking for Trine University.
They need to rush that point if they want to hold it. Good pin. Oh, but he went too far. Yeah.
Pick onto the Rhine. That's the match right there.
Yeah,
They get-
they can't do anything.
No, nothing. Oh, they
Oh.
last touch. Touch coming from the tracer and.
Oh,
the
that's a high noon. That's a high noon.
That's
No,
it.
nothing.
victory.
That's a clean sweep from Trine University.
Play of the game.
It just seems that Trine has a little bit more coordination, and they're able just to pick off those targets easier, one by one, and just systematically eliminate.
Yeah. I think they just overall have a better chemistry. Like, even though you have some new parts coming in, they've spent time with those people, so they understand how they play.
Epic.
Job well done.
But overall, though, it's just interesting to see the Doomfist Tracer, because I don't think we've seen that yet from Trine.
No, I don't think so. It was very good stuff from them.
And if this was like kind of like their debut for that comp, it worked pretty well in their favor.
Overall, just another day in the office for these guys. They know what they're doing. They love how they just work together. Again, Soren, just a mechanical prodigy.
Again, I would say if you want a chance to kill people from Trine, Sword has to go first.
Yeah, you gotta. Well, it just goes for teams in general. Usually, your backline is usually what you want to go first, because that healing, once that's gone, it's harder for those other.
But like Trine just amplifies that even more with
Sure.
out of the backline, Sword